your body, my body, everybody is soil body, yes. The Save Soil movement is everybody's call. We are privileged to have our national sponsor, PVR, along with our other partners, Cine Media partner UFO Movies and Active.ai, whose generous contributions are helping to take the Save Soil movement forward. Thank you once again. And now, we are presenting Project Samskriti. Envisioned by SADHGURU, Project Samskriti offers classes on Indian classical arts, including music, dance, and Kalaripayattu, a martial art form. These intricate arts have been employed for thousands of years as spiritual processes. The artists today have invested in these art forms from the age of 7, not as a hobby, but a way of life. So here is presenting to you Project Samskriti. We are very much eager to behold their performance, which will begin with an offering by Radhe Jaggi, a classical Bharatanatyam dancer.
Project Samskriti is an endeavor to nurture and impart India's classical arts. Designed by SADHGURU, it offers programs to learn powerful chants, music, Bharatanatyam and Kalaripayattu, an ancient martial art form conducted by the rigorously trained students and alumni of Isha Samskriti. The art forms are imparted in their most profound form as possibilities for inner growth and transformation.
Project Samskriti is not today's idea, it's been in incubation for nearly 25 years. So this is an effort, not to save the art form alone, but to bring up humanity to a higher level of existence within themselves.
One with a heart of fire, draped in the rivers and oceans, with hair of open sky and a body, the ground that we walk upon. Mother Earth, our source and sustenance. Time is ticking away as we exploit this strong yet gentle source of life. To build our lives, our comforts, our luxuries, we have ignored her plea. Time is ticking away. It's time to reinvigorate and celebrate this mother who has birthed us, fed us, and one who will embrace us into her bosom in our death. O Mother, in celebration of your grandeur, in concern for your well-being, in love with all that you are, we dance in tune to your rhythm as we are just a part of you.
Get
beneath my feet, your soil. When you rise, you become a tree. Again, you fall as a leaf. Who are you? You come up as a crop. You give me life as food. Whether I am alive or dead, you are the only refuge. Who are you? You come as water. You come as milk. You come as honey. Who are you? If I eat, it is soil. If I breathe, it is soil. If I die, it is soil. Oh, my mother, who are you? Soil. In the root, there is a stalk. In the stalk, there is branch. In the branch, leaves, bud, flower and fruit, all rooted in soil. That is not our making. The soil, the very soul of all life, shall neither perish nor is created, but in a constant turnaround. A tree and a termite hill, the rough hide of an elephant and the fine silk of the spider, the beasts that you kill and the people that you love, all a recycle of soil, soil and soil. Soil body. The magic of soil is it turns death into life. Depleted soils will not quench the fire of hunger. Unquenched hunger can burn the very world. This is a generational responsibility. Save soil. Let's make it happen.
Yes? I thank Mrs. Radhe Jaggi and Project Samskriti for such a delightful tribute to Mother Earth. It's wonderful to see these talented young artists supporting the world to unite for the Save Soil movement, isn't it? Yes? Amazing. So, the Conscious Planet, the Save Soil movement, is an effort to save our planet's soil from extinction. As occupants of a shared planet, I want to know, are we going to be a regretful or a responsible generation? Not clear. Yes, so wonderful. So here is presenting to you a video that explains the science behind the Save Soil movement, along with some glimpses of Sadhguru's journey as we are in the last leg of this amazing journey. So let's have a look.
ನಾವು ಹವಾಮಾನ ಬದಲಾವಣೆ, ಇಂಗಾಲ ಹೊರಸೂಸುವಿಕೆ, ಜಾಗತಿಕ ತಾಪಮಾನ ಏರಿಕೆ ಮತ್ತಿತರ ಹಲವಾರು ಅಂಶಗಳ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಆದರೆ ಮಣ್ಣಿನ ಕುರಿತು ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಕೋಟ್ಯಂತರ ಜೀವಿಗಳು ಬಾಳಿ ಬದುಕೋ ವಾಸಸ್ಥಾನ ಮಣ್ಣು. ಮಣ್ಣು ಫಲವತ್ತತೆಯನ್ನು ಕಳ್ಕೊಳ್ತು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಭೂಮಿಯನ್ನೇ ಪರಿತ್ಯಜಿಸಿದ ಹಾಗೆ. ವಿಶ್ವದ ಪ್ರತಿ ಜವಾಬ್ದಾರಿಯುತ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನಿ ಮತ್ತು UN ಏಜೆನ್ಸಿಗಳು ಸ್ಪಷ್ಟವಾಗಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಿವೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ಪಾಲಿಗೆ ಕೇವಲ 80ರಿಂದ 100 ಕೊಯ್ಲುಗಳು ಉಳಿದಿವೆ ಅಂತ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಭೂಮಿ ಮೇಲೆ ಸುಮಾರು 45ರಿಂದ 50 ವರ್ಷಗಳ ಕೃಷಿ ಮಣ್ಣು ಉಳಿದಿದೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. 2045ರ ಹೊತ್ತಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಈಗ ಉತ್ಪಾದಿಸ್ತಿರೋದಕ್ಕಿಂತ 40% ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಹಾರವನ್ನ ಉತ್ಪಾದಿಸ್ತೀವಿ ಮತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮ ಜನಸಂಖ್ಯೆ 930 ಕೋಟಿ ತಲುಪಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಮುಂದಿನ 25 ವರ್ಷಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಎಂತಹ ಆಹಾರದ ಕೊರತೆ ಉಂಟಾಗಬಹುದು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದರ ಪರಿಣಾಮಗಳನ್ನು ಕಲ್ಪಿಸಿಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಿಕ್ಕೂ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಆಹಾರದ ಕೊರತೆ ಉಂಟಾದರೆ ಜಗತ್ತಿನಾದ್ಯಂತ ಅಂತರ್ಯುದ್ಧಗಳು ಭುಗಿಲೇಳುತ್ತವೆ. ನಾವೀಗ ಎದುರಿಸ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು ಮಣ್ಣಿನ ಅಳಿವು. ಮಣ್ಣು ಯಾಕೆ ಅಳಿದು ಹೋಗ್ತಿದೆ? ಅದು ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಿದೆ? ನಮ್ಮ ಮಣ್ಣಿಗೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತಿದೆ? ನಾವು ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಮರಳಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಜೈವಿಕ ಅಂಶ ಸೇರಿಸಿದ್ರೆ ಮರಳು ಮಣ್ಣಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಮಣ್ಣಿಂದ ಎಲ್ಲ ಜೈವಿಕ ಅಂಶವನ್ನು ತೆಗೆದು ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಮಣ್ಣು ಮರಳಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸಾಧಾರಣ ಕೃಷಿ ಮಣ್ಣಲ್ಲಿ ಜೈವಿಕ ಅಂಶ ಕನಿಷ್ಠ 3ರಿಂದ 6% ಇರಬೇಕು. ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಕನಿಷ್ಠ ಅಂದ್ರೆ 3%. ಮಣ್ಣನ್ನ ಜೀವಂತವಾಗಿಡೋಕೆ ಕೊನೆ ಪಕ್ಷ ಇಷ್ಟಾದ್ರೂ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಮಣ್ಣನ್ನ ಜೀವಂತವಾಗಿಡೋದು ಅತ್ಯವಶ್ಯಕ. ಜಗತ್ತಿನಾದ್ಯಂತ ಕೃಷಿ ಮಣ್ಣಿನ ಕ್ಷೀಣಿಸುವಿಕೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ತೀವ್ರವಾಗಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕಳೆದ 100 ವರ್ಷಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಬಹುತೇಕ ದೇಶಗಳಲ್ಲಿ 50%ಗೂ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಮೇಲ್ಮಣ್ಣು ಅದಾಗಲೇ ಹೊರಟು ಹೋಗಿದೆ. ಪೌಷ್ಟಿಕಾಂಶಗಳ ಮಟ್ಟ ಗಮನಾರ್ಹವಾಗಿ ಕುಸಿದಿದೆ. ಆಹಾರದಲ್ಲಿ ಸೂಕ್ಷ್ಮ ಪೋಷಕಾಂಶಗಳು 20ನೇ ಶತಮಾನದ ಆರಂಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಸಿಗುತ್ತಿತ್ತೋ ಈಗ ಅದೇ ಆಹಾರದಲ್ಲಿ ಅದು 90% ಕಡಿಮೆ ಸಿಗುತ್ತಿದೆ. 1920ರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಕಿತ್ತಳೆ ತಿಂದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಪೋಷಕಾಂಶ ಸಿಗ್ತಿತ್ತೋ ಈಗ 2020ರಲ್ಲಿ ಅಷ್ಟನ್ನೇ ಪಡೆಯೋಕೆ ನೀವು 8 ಕಿತ್ತಳೆಗಳನ್ನು ತಿನ್ನಬೇಕು. ನಮ್ಮ ಆಹಾರವನ್ನ ಈ ಸ್ಥಿತಿಗೆ ತಂದಿದ್ದೀವಿ.
ಮಣ್ಣು ಈ ಭೂಮಿಯ ಅತಿ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಪರಿಸರ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆಯಾಗಿದೆ ಮತ್ತು ಬೆರಳೆಣಿಕೆಯಷ್ಟು ಜನರಿಗೂ ಅದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಒಂದು ಚಮಚ ಆರೋಗ್ಯವಂತ ಮಣ್ಣಲ್ಲಿ ಬಹುಶಃ ಈ ಭೂಮಿಯ ಮೇಲಿರೋ ಜನರಿಗಿಂತ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಸೂಕ್ಷ್ಮಜೀವಿಗಳಿವೆ.
12ರಿಂದ 15 ಇಂಚುಗಳ ಮೇಲ್ಮಣ್ಣಿನಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಸೂಕ್ಷ್ಮ ಜೀವಿಗಳೇ ನಮ್ಮ ಅಸ್ತಿತ್ವಕ್ಕೆ ಆಧಾರ. ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾಲ ಕೆಳಗಿನ ಈ ಜಾದುವೆ ನಮ್ಮನ್ನ ಸೃಷ್ಟಿಸಿರೋದು. ಈ 12ರಿಂದ 15 ಇಂಚುಗಳ ಮೇಲ್ಮಣ್ಣೆ ಭೂಮಿ ಮೇಲಿನ 87% ಜೀವರಾಶಿಗೆ ಆಧಾರ. ನನ್ನನ್ನು ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನು ಸೇರಿಸಿ.
ನಮಗಿದು ಮನವರಿಕೆಯಾಗಬೇಕು. ನಾವು ಮಣ್ಣು ಅಥವಾ ಭೂಮಿ ತಾಯಿ ಅಂತ ಏನನ್ನ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ಅದು ಜೀವಂತವಾಗಿದೆ.
ತೆರೆದ ಮಣ್ಣು ಉಳುಮೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಮಣ್ಣನ್ನ ಬಿಸಿಲಿಗೆ ತೆರೆದಿಡೋದೇ ಸೂಕ್ಷ್ಮ ಜೀವಿಗಳ ವಿನಾಶಕ್ಕೆ ಮೂಲ ಕಾರಣ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಗಮನ ಕೃಷಿಯ ಮೇಲಿರಬೇಕು. ಭೂಮಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಸಾಧ್ಯನೋ ಅಷ್ಟು ನೆರಳಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಗಮನ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು. ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ನೆರಳಾದರೂ ಸರಿ. ಹುಲ್ಲು, ಗಿಡಗಳು, ಪೊದೆಗಳು, ಮರಗಳು ಇದು ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಮುಖ್ಯ. ಭೂಮಿ ಮೇಲಿನ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಸರ್ಕಾರದ ಕಾಯ್ದೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಮಣ್ಣಿನ ಪುನಶ್ಚೇತನದ ವಿಷಯವನ್ನ ನೆಲೆಗೊಳಿಸಬೇಕು. ಪ್ರಪಂಚದ ಮನಸ್ಥಿತಿಯನ್ನ ನಾವು ಬದಲಾಯಿಸಬೇಕು. ಏನಂದ್ರೆ, ಮಣ್ಣು ಹಿಂದಿನ ಪೀಳಿಗೆಗಳಿಂದ ನಾವು ಪಡೆದಿರೋ ಸಂಪತ್ತು, ಬಳುವಳಿ ಮತ್ತು ಮುಂದಿನ ಪೀಳಿಗೆಗೆ ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನು ಜೀವಂತ ಮಣ್ಣಾಗಿ ಹಸ್ತಾಂತರಿಸಬೇಕು. ನಾವೀಗ ಸಮಯದ ಹೊಸ್ತಿಲಲ್ಲಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ನಾವು ಈಗಲೇ ಸರಿಯಾದದ್ದನ್ನ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಮುಂದಿನ 15-25 ವರ್ಷಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಪರಿಸ್ಥಿತಿಯನ್ನ ಗಮನಾರ್ಹವಾಗಿ ಹಿಮ್ಮೆಟ್ಟಿಸಿ ಮಣ್ಣನ್ನ ಪುನಶ್ಚೇತನಗೊಳಿಸಬಹುದು. ಆದರೆ ಇದನ್ನ ಇನ್ನೂ 30-40 ವರ್ಷ ಹೀಗೆ ಬೆಳೀಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬಿಟ್ಟು 40 ವರ್ಷ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಸರಿಪಡಿಸೋದಿಕ್ಕೆ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಆಗ ಇದು 150-200 ವರ್ಷಗಳು ತಗೋಬಹುದು. ಏಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ಅಷ್ಟು ಪ್ರಮಾಣದ ಜೀವ ವೈವಿಧ್ಯತೆ ನಷ್ಟ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಮಾರ್ಚ್ 21ರಿಂದ 100 ದಿನಗಳವರೆಗೆ ಇಡೀ ಪ್ರಪಂಚ, ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬ ಮನುಷ್ಯರು ಮಣ್ಣಿನ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡಬೇಕು. ಮಣ್ಣು ಮತ್ತು ಮಣ್ಣು ಉಳಿಸಿ ಅನ್ನೋ ಪದಗಳು ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆ ಕೇಳಿಸಬೇಕು. ನಮ್ಮ ಜೀವನದ ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಮಹತ್ವಪೂರ್ಣ ಅಂಶವಾದ ಮಣ್ಣಿನ ಕುರಿತು ಜಗತ್ತಿನ ಮನಸ್ಥಿತಿ ಬದಲಾಗಬೇಕು. ಇದು ಆಗೋ ಹಾಗೆ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಬ್ಬರೂ ನಿಮಗೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯವಾದಷ್ಟು ಜನರನ್ನ ತಲುಪಬೇಕು. ಇದರ ಭಾಗವಾಗಿ ನಾಗರಿಕರಿಂದ ಬೆಂಬಲವನ್ನ ಜಾಗೃತಗೊಳಿಸೋದಿಕ್ಕೆ, ದೀರ್ಘಾವಧಿ ಹೂಡಿಕೆಯನ್ನು ಜನ ಬಯಸ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಸರ್ಕಾರಕ್ಕೆ ಭರವಸೆ ಮೂಡಿಸೋದಿಕ್ಕೆ. ನನಗೆ 65 ಆಗಿದೆ. ಒಂಟಿಯಾಗಿ ಮೋಟಾರ್ ಸೈಕಲ್ನಲ್ಲಿ 30,000 ಕಿಲೋಮೀಟರ್ ಕ್ರಮಿಸ್ತಿದ್ದೀನಿ. 24 ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರಗಳ ಮೂಲಕ 30,000 ಕಿಲೋಮೀಟರ್.
ಸದ್ಗುರು, ನಿಮಗೆ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು.
ಆತ್ಮೀಯ ಸದ್ಗುರು, ಮಣ್ಣಿನ ರಕ್ಷಣೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಜಗತ್ತಿನಲ್ಲೇ ಮುಂಚೂಣಿಯಲ್ಲಿರುವ ನಾಯಕರಲ್ಲೊಬ್ಬರು.
ಮುಸ್ಲಿಂ ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್ ಲೀಗ್ನ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳೋದಾದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಸಹಾಯಕ್ಕೆ ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣ ಸಿದ್ಧರಾಗಿದ್ದೀವಿ.
ಮಣ್ಣನ್ನ ಬೇರೆನೇ ರೀತಿ ನೋಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ನೀವು ನನಗೆ ಸ್ಫೂರ್ತಿ ಕೊಟ್ರಿ. ನೀವ್ ಹೇಳೋದ್ ನಂಗೆ ಇಷ್ಟ ಆಯ್ತು. ನಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಪರಿಹಾರದ ಭಾಗ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು. ನಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಒಂದು ಪಾತ್ರ ಇದೆ.
ಇದು ನಿಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೆ ನನ್ನ ಮನವಿ. ಈ ಕಾಪ್ 15 ಬರೀ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಶೃಂಗಸಭೆಯಾಗಿ ಕಾಗದದ ರಾಶಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಮುಗಿದು ಬಿಡಬಾರದು. ಇದು ಸ್ಪಷ್ಟ ಕಾರ್ಯದೊಂದಿಗೆ, ಅಂದರೆ ಕಾರ್ಯರೂಪಕ್ಕೆ ತರಬಲ್ಲ ಕಾರ್ಯದೊಂದಿಗೆ ಮುಕ್ತಾಯವಾಗಬೇಕು. ಕಾರ್ಯರೂಪಕ್ಕೆ ತರೋ ಹಾಗಿರಬೇಕು. ಆಗ ಮುಂಬರುವ ವರ್ಷಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಪಷ್ಟ ಬದಲಾವಣೆ ನೋಡ್ತೀವಿ.
ಇದೊಂದು ಪರ್ಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಸಂಗಮ. ಮಣ್ಣಿನ ಮಹತ್ವದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ದೃಷ್ಟಿಕೋನಗಳದ್ದು. ಮಣ್ಣು ಉಳಿಸೋಣ.
ನಮ್ಮ ಮಣ್ಣಿಗೆ ಪೋಷಣೆಯ ಅಗತ್ಯ ಇದೆ. ಮಣ್ಣು ಉಳಿಸೋಣ, ಇದನ್ನ ಸಾಕಾರಗೊಳಿಸೋಣ.
सदगुरु जी ने यात्रा की, दुनिया को मिट्टी के प्रति स्नेह तो पैदा हुआ ही होगा, लेकिन भारत की मिट्टी की ताकत का भी परिचय मिला होगा.
ನಿಮಗೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಉತ್ಸಾಹಕ್ಕೆ ಮತ್ತು ಸಮರ್ಪಣಾ ಭಾವಕ್ಕೆ ವಂದನೆಗಳು. ನನ್ನ ಪೂರ್ತಿ ಬೆಂಬಲ ಇದೆ. ಪ್ಯಾಲೆಸ್ತೀನ್ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ಅಗತ್ಯವಿರೋದನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿನ ಜನರನ್ನ ಆಧರಿಸಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಬಂದ್ರಿ. ಬಹಳ ಧನ್ಯವಾದ.
And the movement that you have taken up, I could not expect any more God's blessing than that.
Sadhguru, and this campaign is so important.
We're going to save the soil. Do your part.
Let's save soil and create a conscious planet.
Save soil.
Save our soil.
Save soil.
Sadhguru, save soil, my friend.
Save soil, let's make it happen.
Antigua and Barbuda is part of the Save Soil mission.
We commend you for what you're doing. That is why we are happy to sign the MOU.
The science and philosophy that backs the thought behind the movement is tremendous.
We welcome you in Hyderabad and please show us the right direction towards policy.
Save soil, let's make it happen.
It is time to save the soil.
Save soil!
Save soil.
Save soil. Let's make it happen.
We know what we must do, so let's make it happen.
Let's make it happen.
Let's make it happen. Let's make this happen.
Let us make it happen.
Let's make it happen.
Let's make it happen.
Save soil. Let's make it happen.
ಮಣ್ಣು ನಮ್ಮ ಸೊತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಹಿಂದಿನ ಪೀಳಿಗೆಗಳಿಂದ ನಮಗೆ ಬಂದಿರೋ ಬಳುವಳಿ. ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಮುಂದಿನ ಪೀಳಿಗೆಗಳಿಗೆ ಜೀವಂತ ಮಣ್ಣಾಗಿ ಹಸ್ತಾಂತರಿಸಬೇಕು.
ನಾವೆಲ್ಲಿದ್ದೀವಿ? ಮೈಸೂರು. ಎಸ್, ಸದ್ಗುರು ನಮ್ಮೂರಿನವರು, ಮೈಸೂರಿನವರು ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಅದರಲ್ಲೂ ಇದು ಮೈಸೂರು ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಿಟಿ ಕ್ಯಾಂಪಸ್ನಲ್ಲೇ ಇದೆ. ಎಸ್, ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ another special occasion. ಇಲ್ಲಿ Mysuru University would like to felicitate Sadhguru for being an accomplished alumni of the university by adorning him with traditional Mysuru Peta and the shawl. So I request the Vice Chancellor of Mysuru University, Dr. G. Hemant Kumar, to please do the honors, along with our distinguished guests. Thank you so much. Now I request our distinguished guests to kindly come on stage. His Holiness Jagadguru Shri 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 Shivaratri Deshikendra Mahaswamiji, hagene our Member of Parliament Mysore Shri Pratap Simha, along with our very own Sadhguru. Please welcome them on stage. A huge round of applause there. And now, before we move on with the further program, we'll have all our guests to have this special photo op with Mannu Ulisi or Save Soil placards. And I request all of you to hold all your placards up. Yes. For this photo op. Okay, so while you have all the placards up, so let's say, save soil, save soil, Mannu Ulisi, Mannu Ulisi, once more, save soil. Thank you, once again, thanks a lot. Honorable Member of Parliament Shri Pratap Simhaji to speak. He is the Member of Parliament of Mysuru Kodagu region for of Karnataka and is the former president of Yuva Morcha Bharatiya Janata Party, Karnataka. He is the only candidate in the history of Mysuru Lok Sabha constituency to secure more than 5 lakh votes in both 2014 and 2019 elections for Lok Sabha. Sir, it is my honor and privilege to request you to kindly speak a few words to the audience.
ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನನ್ನ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರಗಳು. ದಸರಾ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ
Namaskaram to everyone. In Dasara time, for our college students, we organize a competition in this auditorium. On that occasion, also, students fill in this auditorium, but apart from that, I think only Sadhguru is capable of filling this auditorium.
ಸದ್ಗುರು ಅವರು ಎಲ್ಲೇ ಹೋದ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ
wherever Sadhguruji goes,
ಯುವ ಜನತೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಇವತ್ತು ಮೈಸೂರಿಗೆ
youngsters gather in big numbers.
ರಿವರ್ಸ್ ಇರಬಹುದು, ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಸೇವ್ ಸಾಯಿಲ್ ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಇರಬಹುದು.
For Mysore, his rally for rivers event or the Save Soil event, people have gathered in big numbers.
ಈ ಮೈಸೂರಿನ ಮಗ ಅವರು ಬರುವಾಗ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಇರಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರೀತಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದಕ್ಕೆ ದ್ಯೋತಕವಾಗಿದೆ.
This shows that you all have the
ಬಂಧುಗಳೇ, ನೇರವಾಗಿ ನಾನು ವಿಚಾರಕ್ಕೆ ಬರ್ತೇನೆ.
feeling within you that Sadhguru is the son of Mysore and we have to come for his program.
ಅವಕಾಶ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಮೊದಲನೇದಾಗಿ ನಾನು ಸದ್ಗುರುಗಳಿಗೆ ವಂದಿಸ್ತೇನೆ.
For giving me this opportunity to come to this program and talk, I thank Sadhguruji.
ಸಾಕ್ಷಿ ಪ್ರಜ್ಞೆ ನಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರ ಮಾರ್ಗದರ್ಶಕರು ಆಗಿರುವಂತಹ ಸುತ್ತೂರು ದೇಶಿಕೇಂದ್ರ ಮಹಾಸ್ವಾಮೀಜಿಯವರೇ
and Shri Sutturu Deshikendra Mahaswamijis, I thank him for his guidance to us.
ಇದು ಉತ್ಪ್ರೇಕ್ಷೆ ಅಲ್ಲ,
and this is not an exaggeration.
ಇಂಡಿಯಾಸ್ ಒಂದರ ಕಲ್ಚರಲ್ ಅಂಬಾಸಡರ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರು.
Swami Vivekananda was India's first
ನಮ್ಮ
Indian
ಭಾರತೀಯ
culture.
ಸತ್ವ ಪರಂಪರೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಏನಿದೆ, ನಮ್ಮ
After
ಜ್ಞಾನ
that,
ಏನಿದೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ಹಿನ್ನೆಲೆ ಏನಿದೆ, ಈ ನೆಲದ
India's
ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತಿ
tradition,
ಮತ್ತು ಈ
our
ನೆಲದ
knowledge,
ಧರ್ಮ, ಅದರ
our
ಮಹಿಮೆ
culture,
ಏನಿದೆ, ಇದನ್ನ
our dharma.
ವಿವೇಕಾನಂದರ ನಂತರ ಜಗತ್ತಿಗೆ
After Swami Vivekananda,
ಪರಿಣಾಮಕಾರಿಯಾಗಿ ಮನವರಿಕೆಯನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿಕೊಡ್ತಿರೋರು
the one
ಅದು
who has
ಸದ್ಗುರುಗಳು ಅನ್ನೋದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಯಾವ ಸಂಶಯನೂ ಬೇಡ.
spread it to the world after Swami Vivekananda is Sadhguruji. There is no doubt in that.
ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದಿಂದ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ
When I am traveling, when I am moving from one program to another, when I need some inspiration, I open Sadhguru's videos and watch them.
ಒಬ್ಬರು ಖ್ಯಾತ ಜರ್ನಲಿಸ್ಟ್ಗೆ ಈ
Once
GPS
for
ಬಗ್ಗೆ
a
ಹೇಳಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ
very popular journalist,
ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ ಅವತ್ತು, ಆ ವಿಡಿಯೋನ ನೋಡಿದಾಗ
Sadhguruji said GPS is a Guru positioning system. When I see that video,
ಅದು ಅದ್ಭುತ ಅನ್ಮ್ಯಾಚಬಲ್
your presence of mind and wit is unmatchable.
ಈಗಿನ ಸ್ಥಿತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರ ಹತ್ರನೂ ಕೂಡ ಇಲ್ಲ.
In India, I don't think anyone else has that kind of wit in India. This is not an exaggeration. You have come to Mysore for the Save Soil program. You are in the last leg of this campaign. I just want to say this to you.
ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತಿ ಇರಬಹುದು, ನೆಲ ಜಲ ಇರಬಹುದು,
Whatever you do,
ಪೂರಕವಾಗಿ ಹತ್ತಾರು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿದಿರಿ. ನಿಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರಿಂದಲೂ ಕೂಡ
you have conducted many programs to save India's culture and save India's environment. We have all been inspired by you a lot.
ಒಂದೆರಡು ಮಾತನ್ನ
Using this opportunity, I want to say a few words.
ಯಾವ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಮೈಸೂರಿಗೆ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀರಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ,
Sadhguruji, the
ಪ್ರಧಾನಿ ನರೇಂದ್ರ ಮೋದಿ
occasion
ಅವರು ಮೈಸೂರಿಗೆ ಆಗಮಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ.
that you have come to Mysore today, and tomorrow Narendra Modi ji is coming to Mysore,
ಭಾರತಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ವಾತಂತ್ರ್ಯ
and day after tomorrow
ತುಂಬಿ ಅಮೃತ ಮಹೋತ್ಸವನ ಆಚರಣೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರೋ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ 8ನೇ ವಿಶ್ವ ಯೋಗ ದಿನಕ್ಕೆ ಮೋದಿಜಿಯವರು ಸ್ವತಃ ಮೈಸೂರು ಅರಮನೆ ಎದುರುಗಡೆ ಬಂದು ಯೋಗ ಪ್ರದರ್ಶನ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ.
On the 75th Independence anniversary of India for the International Yoga Day, Modi ji is coming, and now you have come, and so Mysuru has been decorated, and it has given us a lot of elation. There is a environment of festivity in Mysuru. You are telling about soil and save soil to everybody very clearly. I want to say a few words to the youngsters gathered here. Probably any religion or sect which is born on this planet, when we see the signs that they propound, only one culture, only one religion, in stone, in tree, and in everything God has been seen, and it is only in this culture, only in Indian culture. In all other religions, when they say that the earth is flat, the only religion that said is that earth is a globe, is only this dharma. There is only one truth, there is only one God, is only Indian culture and Hindu religion. Therefore, we see God even in stone. We make a sculpture of stone and we do prana pratishtha, consecration, and worship that. And before doing agriculture, we bow down to soil. And before taking the harvests from the land, that also we bow down to it. We offer it to the gods first and then we consume it.
ಗಿಡ ಮರ ಹಾವುಗಳನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಪೂಜೆ ಮಾಡುವಂತಹ ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತಿಯವರು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಜನ ನಮ್ಮನ್ನು ಒಂಥರ ಮೂಗು ಮುರಿತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ಆದರೆ ಈ ಭಾರತ
many decades ago people have been condemning us, saying that we worship stone and snakes. But now world is slowly accepting what we have been doing. For example, this Save Soil movement itself. Soil is not just a resource, it is our mother. Our culture has been telling this all along, and Sadhguru ji, you have been awakening people to this.
ಇತ್ತೀಚಿನ ದಿನಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಹೆಮ್ಮೆಯ ಪ್ರಧಾನಿ ನರೇಂದ್ರ ಮೋದಿ ಜಿ ಅವರು
Recently, our Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji tried to give soil health card, and people wondered what is soil health card. We don't even know what kind of nourishment soil needs. We just put various types of chemicals, fertilizers, phosphate and salts. For which soil, what is required, we have not tried to become aware of that, and therefore Narendra Modi ji brought out soil health card. Urea is one fertilizer which ruins the soil health. Modi ji limited, saying for this amount of land, this amount of fertilizer only can be given, because more fertilizers have been bringing down the soil health. Recently, we have been promoting organic farming also. But when government tried to talk about it, people doubted government's intent. But now Sadhguru ji has taken this lead and is trying to make everybody aware of this facts, and is
ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು.
All of you have come here out of love and affection to Sadhguru. Who doesn't want to listen to Sadhguru? Everybody likes it.
ಅಳವಡಿಸಿಕೊಳ್ಳುವ ಕೆಲಸವನ್ನು ಮಾಡೋಣ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ,
But after we return from this program, let us
ಒಂದು ಮನವಿ ಏನಂತಂದ್ರೆ,
employ
ನಮ್ಮ ಮೈಸೂರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ವಿದ್ಯಾರಣ್ಯ
whatever guidelines he gives us.
ಮೈಸೂರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೇ ತಿಪ್ಪೆ ಇದ್ರೂ ತಗೊಂಡೋಗಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕ್ತೀವಿ. 7 ಲಕ್ಷ ಟನ್ ಇದೆ. ಅದು ಬೃಹತ್
Sadhguruji, there is a Vidyaranyapura in Mysuru where
ನಾನು ಮೋದಿ
all the
ಹತ್ರ ಹೋಗಿ ಇದನ್ನ ಸ್ವಚ್ಛ
city's garbage is put.
ಕ್ಲೀನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಫಿಲ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಅನ್ನು ಮಾಡಬಾರದು, ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಫಿಲ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಅನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಭೂಮಿ ಹಾಳಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅಂತರ್ಜಲ ಕೆಡುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಇವಾಗ ಹೊಸ ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ತಂದಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು 3 ತಿಂಗಳೊಳಗಡೆ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಹಾಕಿ,
But we should not do land filling. Soil health will go down, and under
ಆದ್ರೆ ಇಡೀ ದೇಶಾದ್ಯಂತ
our central in government's mission, we are trying to clean that.
ನಗರಸಭಾ ಇರಬಹುದು, ಮಹಾನಗರ ಪಾಲಿಕೆ ಇರಬಹುದು, ಇವತ್ತು ಕೂಡ ಆ ಒಂದು ದರಿದ್ರ ಮನಸ್ಥಿತಿ ಏನಿದೆ, ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಫಿಲ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಅನ್ನು ಅದನ್ನೇ ಮುಂದುವರಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ. ಎಲ್ಲ ಒಂದು ಕ್ವಾರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಕಲ್ಲು ತೆಗೆದಿದ್ದಾರೆ,
Everywhere we have been continuing our tendency, our habit of land filling. Wherever we see empty space, we just put our garbage in it and try to close it with soil, but it will go to our groundwater, and the same thing we will be drinking, polluted water later.
ಇದರ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕೂಡ ಒಂದು ಬಹುಮುಖ್ಯ ಭಾಗವಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆನೂ ಕೂಡ ನಮ್ಮ ಜನಪ್ರತಿನಿಧಿಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಗೂ ಸಮಾಜಕ್ಕೂ ಕೂಡ ನೀವು ಅರಿವನ್ನು ಮೂಡಿಸಿ, ನೀವು ಮೂಡಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಿ, ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಕೆಲಸವನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರೆ ಇದನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ನೀವು ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮಾತಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಸೇರಿಸಿಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಅಂತ.
Sadhguruji, I request you to include this aspect also in the messages that you give to people.
2019 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಿಸಿದ್ದೆ, 2020 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಿಸಿದ್ದೆ, 2021 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಿಸಿದ್ದೆ.
We have cleaned the entire city, not just because Modi ji is coming, but from 2019, 2021, we have been regularly cleaning the whole city.
ಹಳೆ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಡೆಬ್ರಿಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ತಗೊಂಡೋಗಿ ರಿಂಗ್ ರೋಡಿಗೆ ಸುರಿದು ಬರ್ತೀರಿ. ಇದೇ ಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಕವರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ
The citizens, when you demolish the old homes, you just dump the garbage in the old ring road,
ಆ ಒಂದು ಪೌರ ಪ್ರಜ್ಞೆಯನ್ನು ಬೆಳೆಸ್ಕೊಡಿ, ಬಿಸಾಡಬೇಡಿ. ಡೆಬ್ರಿಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ತಗೊಂಡೋಗಿ ರಿಂಗ್
and
ರೋಡ್,
all your debris and plastic garbage is being dumped on our ring road. I appeal to the citizens to develop the awareness to not to do that.
ಇಂಥದ್ದೊಂದು ಅದ್ಭುತವಾದ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮವನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದಷ್ಟು ಶ್ರೇಯಸ್ಸು ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅವರೊಂದು ತಾರ್ಕಿಕ ಅಂತ್ಯಕ್ಕೆ ಈ ಚಳವಳಿಯನ್ನು ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಂಡು ಹೋದಂಗಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ, ನಮ್ಮ ಮೈಸೂರಿನ
Our actions will be apt.
ಆ ತಾಯಿ ಚಾಮುಂಡೇಶ್ವರಿ
For this Sadhguru's presence in Mysuru, we will have to respect him through our actions like this. I request Bhuvaneshwari Goddess to bless Sadhguruji with long life.
ಅರಮನೆ ಗ್ರೌಂಡಿಗೆ ಬನ್ನಿ, ಮತ್ತು ಯೋಗ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಕ್ಕೆ ಯಾರ್ಯಾರು ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟ್ರೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀರಿ ನೀವು ಕೂಡ ಬನ್ನಿ.
Tomorrow evening 5 o'clock,
ಮೈಸೂರನ್ನ ನಮ್ಮ ಮುಂದಿನ
please come to Palace grounds
ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನಾನು ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನು ಕೇಳ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದು
for our event with.
ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಒಂದ್ಸಿ ನನ್ನ ಮಾತನ್ನು ಮುಗಿಸ್ತೀನಿ. ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.
I thank everyone for giving me this opportunity to speak here.
Thank you so much, sir, for your inspiring words. ತುಂಬಾ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕಾಂಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕೇಳಿ ತುಂಬಾ ಖುಷಿ ಆಯಿತು. And now here we have His Holiness Jagadguru Shri 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 Shivaratri Deshikendra Mahaswamiji, who is the 24th Pontiff of Shri Sutturu Matha. He is widely respected for his long-standing efforts to improve the way of life of communities through education, promotion of Indian cultural arts, as well as providing essential services for the poor in terms of healthcare, food for children, and agricultural inventions. So now I request His Holiness Jagadguru Shri 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 Shivaratri Deshikendra Mahaswamiji to please address the audience, sir.
ಮೈಸೂರಿನ ವರಪುತ್ರ the world's most influential yoga guru, Sadhguruji, and our Member of Parliament, Shri Pratap Simhaji, and all of you who have come here to join your hands with the Safe Soil movement. At the end of the video, Sadhguruji said something. His age is 64. From March 21st, he has been traveling on a motorbike all alone. I got a doubt. I think this is something that only he could do, and it won't be an exaggeration if I say that. Sadhguruji, at the age of 64, all alone he has gone through so many countries on a motorbike for the sake of safe soil. Whether the future generations will believe this or not, we don't know. He has taken up such a journey, and now he has come to Mysuru. He has traveled through 27 countries. This is the third rally that he has undertaken. The first one was Rally for Rivers. Second one was Kaveri Calling. And third is Safe Soil. Sadhguruji the love that he has towards nature and the entire world is making him do all this. After he has entered India on June 5th, our Prime Minister attended the program and assured that he will be supporting this movement. To save soil should become all our duty. As Pratap Simhaji said, we call earth as our mother. Maybe city people don't know this, but farmers, before putting his plow into the land, now there is tractor, but in the olden days, before plowing the land, he would bow down to the soils. He would show his devotion to the land because he is going to cause some pain to the land by plowing it. So we revered soil and earth as our mother. That is our Indian culture. An Indian yogi has gone through the world and returned to India. It's a very joyful. He could have directly gone to Coimbatore after Bangalore, but he has come to Mysuru. That shows that in his heart he still has love for Mysuru. When he came here for Kaveri Calling, you might remember what he said. He said, I have gone around the campus. I have plucked so many fruits from these trees. Out of his love for Mysuru, he has arrived here today. He has conversed with more than 192 politicians of this He has created this soil policy, not that everybody has to do the same thing. He has gone through the science of it, and for which state, for which country, how is the soil condition and how it has to be preserved. You will understand if you look at his memorandum. In India, what actions we have to take to save soil, he has analyzed and given detailed policy and solution for saving soil. The World Economic Forum, which was held at Davos, Sadhguruji said something that such global forums should not end with just heaps of paper. It should end with implementable action. He said, such a word only a yogi will have, only a saint will have the daring to say such a word in a global forum. All Indians should be taking pride in this matter. The earth should never lose its fertility. Soil should not be eroded. It should become chemical free. The plant life and the microbial life. There are millions of life in soil. A man cannot do in his whole lifetime what an earthworm can do for the soil. The earthworm makes the soil fertile, but today what farmers are doing is they will put a fire on their land out of the crops that are left on the land, but because of that so many microbes will die, but farmers are not thinking about what will happen to the microbes because of that fire. Sadhguruji said this one thing, that the moisture content in the soil should never reduce. Shivram Karantaji said something in Uttara Kannada. In Uttara Kannada, I don't see any trees, I only see barren lands. So if the lands become like that, the land will not be able to hold water. In the few decades ago, we would have seen that there would have been cover crops on the land, which was giving shade to the land and it was not allowing the moisture content to evaporate. Sadhguruji has brought out all this to people's awareness. We have to know one thing: our population can increase and many other things can happen, but our land area is always a constant. It will never increase. We have to understand that. Basavanna said one thing, that when earth itself becomes a furnace, we can't do anything. Since we don't have the power to create life, we should understand that we should be not be taking life also. Water, if we don't pollute it, it will become purified on its own.
ಗಂಗಾ ನದಿಯನ್ನು ದಾಟುವಾಗ ಸದ್ಗುರುಗಳು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು, ನೋಡಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕಲುಷಿತ ಆಗಿದೆ ಗಂಗಾ ನದಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರು. ನಾವು ಹೇಳಿದ್ವಿ ಇದು
When crossing
ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಪ್ರಾರಂಭ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಸ್ವಚ್ಛ ಮಾಡಿ
Ganga,
ಅವ್ರು ನಕ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು, ಮನುಷ್ಯ ಅದನ್ನೇನು ಪರಿಶುದ್ಧಗೊಳಿಸ್ತಾರೆ,
Sadhguruji said
ಅದನ್ನು ಕಲುಷಿತ
that Ganga has become too polluted. So somebody answered saying that there is a project to clean Ganga that has started. So Sadhguruji laughed and said there is no need to clean Ganga. If you leave it alone by itself, it will be purified. As Pratap Simhaji said,
ನಾವು ಸೇರಿಸೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಭೂಮಿ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಸ್ವಚ್ಛವಾಗಿರಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ.
if we don't add unnecessary substances to soil,
ಮೋದಿಯವರ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದಲ್ಲಿ
the soils will remain pure.
ಅವರ ಶಿಷ್ಯರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು, ಸದ್ಗುರು ಅವರು ಮೊದಲು ಮಾತನಾಡಿದ್ರು, ಅವರು ಮೋದಿಯವರು ಪ್ರಧಾನಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳು ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಬಹಳ ಗಂಭೀರವಾಗಿ ಭಾಷಣ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು.
In Delhi event, this happened. Somebody told me
ನಮ್ಮ ದೇಶದ ಒಬ್ಬ ಸಂತ ಇಡೀ ಜಗತ್ತನ್ನ ಕಣ್ಣನ್ನು ತೆರೆಸ್ತಾ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ
Sadhguruji talked in a very sober manner, thinking it our Prime Minister is there, but Prime Minister, out of his joy that a yogi has spread India's message, he was very humorous.
ನಾನು ಮಾತಾಡೋ ರೀತಿ ಅವ್ರು ಮಾತನಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಸದ್ಗುರು ಅವರು ಹೇಳಿದಂತೆ. ಹಾಗೆ
So Sadhguruji said that I spoke seriously, thinking that this is a very sober audience, but our Prime Minister won the hearts of the audience by through his humor.
ಮನ್ನಣೆ ಪಡೆದಂತಹ ನಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರಧಾನಿ ಜಗತ್ತಿನಲ್ಲೇ ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳುವ ಮಾತನ್ನು ಕೇಳಬೇಕು ಅಂತನ್ನುವ ಸಾಮರ್ಥ್ಯವನ್ನು ಪಡೆದುಕೊಂಡಿರುವಂಥ ಜಗ್ಗಿ ವಾಸುದೇವ್ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮೆಚ್ಚುಗೆಯ ಮಾತುಗಳನ್ನು ಹೇಳಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹದ್ದು ನಮಗೆಲ್ಲ ತುಂಬ ಸಂತೋಷದ ಸಂಗತಿಯಾಗಿದೆ.
It's a joyful thing to us that our Prime Minister has expressed appreciation to Sadhguruji.
ಅಂತಹ ಸದ್ಗುರು ಅವರು ಈಗ ರ್ಯಾಲಿಯನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಾವು ಅವ್ರಿಗೊಂದು ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಕೇಳಬೇಕು ಅಂತಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಮೊದಲನೇದು
I had a question to Sadhguruji. There was rally for rivers in the beginning, then there was Kaveri calling. Third, there was Save Soil. So what is the fourth campaign?
ಅದು ಜಗತ್ತಿನ ಈ ಭಾಗಗಳಿಗೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಮೀಸಲಾಗಿರುತ್ತೋ, ಇಡೀ
Will it be
ಜಗತ್ತಿನಿಂದ ಉತ್ತರದವಕ್ಕೂ ಸೇರಿದ ಹಾಗೆ ಅವರ ಅಭಿಯಾನ ಇರುತ್ತೋ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಅವ್ರು
only for this region of land, or will it spread to the whole world? He would have already planned all these things.
ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಅವರ ಆಶಯಗಳನ್ನು ನಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಮನುಷ್ಯನಿಗೆ ಮಾನವೀಯತೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಮುಖ್ಯವಾದಂಥದ್ದು. ಮಾನವೀಯತೆ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಕಾಪಾಡಿಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಜಾಗೃತಿ ಉಂಟಾಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಗುತ್ತೆ.
For all these campaigns to succeed, our humanity has to be alive. First, in every citizen of this world,
ಸದ್ಗುರುಗಳು ಮುಂದಿನ ದಿನಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಆಯೋಜಿಸ್ಲಿ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥ
to awaken that humanity in everyone. I hope Sadhguruji will
ಇಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ಸಹಸ್ರಾರು
take up a campaign
ಜನ ಬಂದದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಇಷ್ಟು ದಿವಸ
for all the thousands of people who have gathered here. All of you have been seeing in media, Sadhguruji in Dubai said something before World Economic Forum over phone. He said something, it was reported in the media in the Arab countries.
ಮರಳನ್ನು ಮಣ್ಣು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ.
The people of this country are converting sand to soil,
ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು. ತುಂಬ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಅರ್ಥಪೂರ್ಣ
but in other countries, fertile land is being converted into sand. This should open our eyes.
ಮನಸ್ಸಿಗೆ ನೋವಾದರೆ
We should wake up now.
ಒಂದು ಎಚ್ಚರಿಕೆಯನ್ನು ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ
If Mother Earth
ಕೊಡಬೇಕಾದ ಅಗತ್ಯ ಇದೆ.
is being harmed, it will never bring us well-being. We should understand that. This program should have happened tomorrow.
ಅವರು ಬಹಳ ಜನಪ್ರಿಯರು, ಮೋದಿಯವರು ಬಹಳ ಜನಪ್ರಿಯ.
Sadhguruji is very popular. Modi ji also is very popular. So the security personnel said that two popular people can't be in the same city at once.
ಇವ್ರದೊಂದು ದಿವಸ ನಿಮಗೊಂದು ಸದಾ
And therefore, Sadhguruji came today.
ಮೋದಿಯವರ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾಗವಹಿಸಲಿಕ್ಕೂ ಸಾಧ್ಯ
So you got the opportunity
ಅವಕಾಶ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಟ್ಟು
to attend this program as well as Modi ji's program.
ಎಲ್ಲ ಮೈಸೂರಿನ
So to make
ಅಭಿನಂದನೆಯನ್ನು ಸಲ್ಲಿಸಿ
for making that happen, I thank Sadhguruji.
ಒಂದು ಮಾತು ಕೇಳಿದ್ವಿ, ನೀವು ಇಷ್ಟು ದಿವಸ ಪ್ರಯಾಣ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ, ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಆಯಾಸ ಆಗಲಿಲ್ಲ.
I asked Sadhguru, are you not tired after traveling for so many days, but he just laughed. So we have to observe this, that if he laughs, that means he's very well. So in such campaigns, let him be involved in such campaigns which awaken the world. We have to take this pledge today. Save Soil is not just about shouting and screaming slogans. It is about understanding what Sadhguruji says and following it. Let us all support and assure Sadhguruji of our support. Thank you very much.
ಮೈಸೂರಿಗೆ ಆಗಮಿಸಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ಮೈಸೂರಿನ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಮಸ್ತ ಜನತೆಯ ಪರವಾಗಿ ಅವರನ್ನು
For arriving here to Mysore, on behalf of Mysore people, I would like to honor Sadhguruji.
ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸೋ ಮಚ್. ತುಂಬು ಹೃದಯದ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಶುಭಾಶಿ ವಾಚನಗಳಿಗೆ ಸ್ವಾಮೀಜಿ. ಇದೀಗ ವಿದೌಟ್ ಫರ್ದರ್ ಅಡು ಐ ರಿಕ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ದಿ ಒನ್, ದಿ ಓನ್ಲಿ, ದಿ ಲೋನ್ ರೈಡರ್, our dearest Sadhguru, to please share his pearls of wisdom.
कालो न जानाति तव जननम्, कालो न जानाति तव समापनम्, दृष्टो मया तव महाकारः योगेश्वर काल काल, योगेश्वर काल काल. Namaskaram, namaskaram all of you. Wow, I was just trying to get the exact mileage on the motorcycle. I'm using the word mileage because this motorcycle has everything in miles we have to convert. So, as I park here, it's 27,854 kilometers. And this event, since 21st of March, this is the 607th event. So, you know I've been busy. It's been crazy busy. And all the volunteers across the world working ceaselessly and making this happen. Well, when I started in London, anyway, I just wanted to tell you, I am in my hometown, so this is a gossip session. So, those of you who are not very intimate with me must leave because this is gossip, okay? I'm going to just do a little gossip with you, it's okay? So when I started in London on 20th of March, actually one day before, a lady journalist was interviewing me and she said, Sadhguru, what's wrong with you? I've been following you for so long, but you've taken soil, who is going to support you for this soil? It's the most unromantic thing that I expect from you.
Who is going to do soil, of all the things, soil in the world? Here we are. This is 95th or 96th day, I'm not sure. But 4 days ago, our social media metrics done by a responsible agency in United States says a conservative estimate is we have touched 3.2 billion people. A number that's been unheard of before for soil, safe soil. Because I've been talking about this for the last 30 years, and I've spoken to many responsible people, bureaucrats, ministers, heads of states, many scientists, and when I speak to them, they say, "This is wonderful, Sadhguru, what you're saying is great, fantastic," and they go to sleep. I'm asking you also, hello? You also? So you're not this kind. See, sleep is not a crime, but if you sleep through your life, you're a disaster. Crime is better than a disaster, believe me. So, I was just looking at what is it that it takes to wake up these people. And I don't hold any… I'm not a member of the parliament, nor do I'm a minister, nor do I hold any office of public responsibility. So I have no power or authority over anybody. The only thing I have is the love and goodwill of people around the world. And I thought I will play a little yo-yo with their hearts and see if it works. So, people are asking me, why a motorcycle, why a motorcycle? Well, what's it? Hey, come on, it's okay. I said it's gossip if you don't understand what it is. It's okay, please sit down, I understand. Please sit down, it's okay, we understood that. So, people asking me why a motorcycle. Well, if I try to walk 30,000 kilometers, it is sure death. If I try to cycle, I know that is also sure death. So I chose something which could kill me, but it has not. There have been many dangerous moments where things could have gone absolutely wrong, but here we are, after nearly 28,000 kilometers, 3.2 billion people, and 74 nations have signed up. Other nations are studying the handbook that we have prepared. And across the world, the most important thing is, across the world, soil has become an important part of the conversation. That is the most important thing. Soil has become romantic, hello. So, in this world we are busy finding differences between us, gender, caste, creed, religion, nationalities, race. People are always looking for what is the difference. When there are so many differences, and we have found out every goddamn difference there is between you and me, and we have made that into a point of either confrontation or conflict most of the time, I also thought it's extremely important that we explore the common factors, common denominators that exist between us, which is very, very important. Soil is that common factor. We all come from the same soil, we are thriving on the same soil. When we die, we go back to the same soil. The only choice we have is, shall we come together for soil, or will we come together only when we are in the soil? This is a choice we have. This is a choice we have. Will we wake up now and realize the very body that we carry is soil, or will we know it only when we are buried? Well, even then it's useful because we make good manure, but If you realize this now, we can turn this around. This is one of the greatest challenges that this generation is facing. At the same time, it is the greatest privilege also available to us, because as a generation of people, we are in a cusp of time where if we act now, within the next 10 to 15 years' time, we can make a significant turnaround, not just in this place, in the whole world we can make a significant turnaround. But if we do not do anything for another 25 to 40 years, then it may be completely out of our hand. Why is this so? According to UNFAO, approximately 27,000 species of organisms are going extinct every year. I hope you heard that number. Not 27,000 organisms, 27,000 species are going extinct per year. At this rate, this slide that is happening right now, approximately in 25 to 40 years, somewhere in that period, it is possible it will go into tumble. Once it goes into tumble, there is nothing that you can do or I can do or anybody can do. Before it goes into the tumble, we can arrest the slide and push it back. It is not rocket science, nor does it take enormous financial outlays. All it takes is focusing ourselves in the right direction and a relentless commitment to make that happen. Fortunately, all governments across the world, almost every nation that we have gone through, the agriculture ministries and environment ministries have responded very, very positively, and 74 nations have given declarations that they will implement the soil policy document that we have given them. We, in consultation and participation of very high-level scientists in the last 2.5 years, we prepared a document which is a policy handbook. It is not a policy, it is a policy handbook. That is, it's a technical document. We prepared 193 unique documents based on the latitudinal position of a nation, the soil types, the economic situations of the given nation, and also the agricultural practices or the agricultural traditions of that country, because even if you have all the science on your side, you cannot change the agricultural traditions overnight. So taking these four aspects, we made 193 unique documents which have reached all those nations, because when I addressed COP15 in Abidjan in Côte d'Ivoire or Ivory Coast, this was done and there has been an extremely positive response. Many of them are studying this, and we are also forming a committee to handhold small nations to see this through. When I reach yoga center, I just have 4 days. After that, I'm again traveling to various nations to continue the negotiations, because they're all inviting us to see how to take this ahead. And in all the states that we have gone through till now, Gujarat, Rajasthan, UP, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Telangana, Andhra Pradesh and Karnataka, every one of them have signed MOUs and they've made very strong declarations that they will make this happen. And today morning we were in Bangalore with our Honorable Chief Minister, and he unequivocally said Karnataka will turn its soil around in the next few years 100%. So, right now I have no doubt whether this will happen or not. Definitely it is going to happen. The world has oriented itself in the right direction. Now the challenge is only the pace. At what speed will they go? If it takes 25 years, 30 years, it's no good. It needs to happen in 8 to 12 years' time. So for this, you need to keep your voices up. Not here, don't shout, I'm already converted. Hello, not me. Don't shout at me. You need to keep it up as a part of this, especially till now I have not announced this, but we will do this everywhere later. But I thought we'll start with Mysore, the youth of Mysore. I didn't even say anything yet, come on, huh? The youth of Mysore, all of you who are willing, we are willing to give you a free one-day training as to what is soil regeneration, what does a simple farmer has to do. So whenever you have time, let's say one Sunday in a month, you just travel outside 25–50 kilometers away in Mysuru district and just talk to the local farmers, tell them, see, this is what you need to do, you understand the science. It'll just take you half a day to 1 day to understand this, and you could be speaking like a soil scientist, you know. Because I am not a soil scientist, I am not an ecologist, I am not an environmentalist, I am not even an activist. I am like a worm on this planet, because I have crawled on this planet for 6.5 decades, so I know what is happening. So people asking me, Sadhguru, how come only you know? Why I don't know? This is because you created your own world. You are living in your own world. You have misunderstood your psychological process, your thought and emotion as a world by itself. I got nothing here, it's empty, so I crawl on the earth like a worm. Everything that happens to the soil, everything that happens to the atmosphere happens to me in some way, and here I am, a worm crawling. Little fast these days, but still crawling. So I want you to understand, the most important thing that needs to happen in your lives is, right now we are in the university, I've also had the pleasure of being in the university. And I have many fond memories here. I don't want to say how I use this arena, please. So, what I'm saying is, it is possible that every one of us could bring this into our lives. Right now, we are misunderstanding information as attention, or we have replaced information, instead of attention, we have put information. See, information makes you smart with somebody who doesn't have the information, but it doesn't make you life smart. For life, you need attention. Unfortunately, this has happened right from our school days, just heaps of information. No, you need attention. Without attention, you cannot open any door in this universe. Whether you want to progress in your life in terms of, you know, you have to pay attention to people around you, hello. Ask the girls, they will tell you. You have to pay attention, otherwise nothing happens, all right? Either it is that, or it is your economic well-being, you want to do business, you want to do politics, or you want to go deep into spiritual processes, you need attention, not information. Information makes a fool look smart, that's the whole problem with it. Because you can refer to Google and say, it's like this, you know the Galaxy Z65, where it is? Well, nobody knows, it's on your phone, we know that. So I'm saying just information is important to a certain extent, but human attention is being replaced by information. This is a very tragic affair. This is the reason why we have done what we have done to this planet, because we have no attention. We have no attention to feel what's happening around us. You know, like somebody sends me, this is 1 year that I spoke about me missing mangoes, so people have been heaping me with mangoes everywhere since I entered India. But I must tell you, in the last nearly 27, 28 years, this is the first year that I'm in India during the mango season and really enjoying the mangoes. So somebody sent me mangoes cut up like vegetable pieces, and they sent it to me. I said, I can't eat this because I can hear the mango screaming. Yes, you must understand this. If you pay attention, life around you, everything around you is alive. This is a living cosmos. How did you become alive? You just soil. How did you become alive? Simply because you captured some amount of life. How much life is question. If you capture an enormous amount of life, you will be a big life. Right? If you just can, acquire lots of information, you will be a library, but what do? It's very, very important that this life should be enhanced, means you need attention. Attention is like light. Attention does not focus, attention is not prejudiced. Now this light is here, it lights up everything that there is. If an insect comes, it lights it up. if I'm standing here, it lights me up. This is the nature of light and this is the nature of attention. Instead of information, if we had more attention, we would be far less prejudiced than we are right now, all the time looking for differences. So soil and conscious planet means just this, it is under the banner of conscious planet. Conscious planet means just this, it is not that something else has to become conscious. You and me have to become conscious. What does consciousness mean? See, right now, if you had the brain of an earthworm, you would be very peaceful. Hello? I'm saying this because even so-called spiritual leaders in the world are going about and saying, peace of mind is the ultimate goal of life. Such people will only rest in peace. See, if you want to have dinner tonight, if you want to enjoy your dinner, even if you are not bursting with joy, at least you must be peaceful. Yes or no? Hello? If you want to enjoy the company of somebody who's sitting next to you right now, even if you're not bursting with love, at least you must be peaceful. Hey, I would like to congratulate those 600 the young people who are here, who are hearing impaired. I'm really fantastic to… it's really fantastic that you are here, and it is absolutely fantastic that the Save Soil message has even reached those who cannot hear. This is fantastic. I will give them extra 3 to 5 seconds to respond to my questions, but you, those of you who have no such issues must respond immediately. Hello? I'm usually used to talking to live people. What's happened to Mysuru city? If I asked you a question now, you must say yes, no, yes or no. If you stay dumb, I'm going to bless you. Okay? The question is, if there was a choice between having a sharp intelligence and a dull intelligence or a blunt intelligence, what is your choice? Okay? So if you have something sharp with you, you must know how to keep it. Hello? If you keep something very sharp in your hand and do like this, intestines will come out. Why we do not give sharp objects to a child's hand is simply this, not because a knife is dangerous, nor is a child dangerous for that matter. It is simply because a child's hand is not steady and child is not very conscious. Unconsciously, he may harm himself or harm somebody else. Right now, this is all the problem with humanity. You have an intelligence. I'm just trying to tell you, in this whole evolutionary process, you are the flower of evolution on this planet. Hello? Where is the fragrance, I'm asking? Because you're really on top of the world. If you look at the pile of creatures, millions of them, you're really on top of the world in terms of intelligence, in terms of competence, in terms of capability, in terms of ability to create something wonderful and also ability to destroy things. You have all this. But why is it human intelligence has become such a big problem? First of all, is intelligence a problem or a solution? Intelligence a problem or a solution? It's a solution. But you say you're stressed, you're anxious, you're this, you're that. There are 72 different varieties of psychological problems in the world. Those of them who are pathologically ill for some reason, that's a different matter, but rest of them who are going through daily miseries, I'm talking to you, Why is your intelligence doing this? Your intelligence is supposed to work for you, not against you. If suppose it so happened, your right hand, these two fingers, just start poking your eyeballs. What should we do? Somebody, if there is somebody who cares for you next to you, they'll hold your hand, what are you doing? If it doesn't work, they will tie to the chair. If it doesn't work, maybe they'll take you to the doctor and he will amputate your fingers, because otherwise you will pull out your eyeballs. So when you do not know how to use a faculty, it'll become dangerous. If your intelligence really is working for you, would you make yourself blissful or miserable? See, you must choose, I'm blessing you, blissful or miserable? That's a good choice. Sometimes what you want for your neighbor may be debatable, but what you want for yourself is very clear. You want the highest level of pleasantness for yourself. If your body becomes pleasant, we call this health. Blessing, blessing, yes? If it becomes very pleasant, we call it pleasure. I didn't ask, they're saying yes anyway. If your mind becomes pleasant, we call this peace. If it becomes very pleasant, we call it joy. If your emotions become pleasant, we call this love. If it becomes very pleasant, we call this compassion. If your very life energies become pleasant, we call this blissfulness. If it becomes very pleasant, we call it ecstasy. If your surroundings become pleasant, we call it success or Mysuru. No, I'm saying this because since when? Beginning of May, 1st of May, I landed in Amman. From there I've been riding through the desert. Some places the temperatures were 54 degrees and I was riding. The winds were blowing at 45, 50 kilometers per hour, almost blowing me off the road, and the dust and everything. Then I thought India will be relief. I came to Gujarat, Rajasthan, woo, sweltering heat all along. Slowly as I came towards Bangalore, little air is cool. At last it's feeling like for the first time after I came here, the clothes are getting wet from outside. Very good thing, you know. Otherwise it's just dripping from inside. So, only for creating pleasantness around you, you need the cooperation of people and forces around you. To create pleasantness of the body, pleasantness of the mind, pleasantness of emotion and energy is 100% your business. Hello? It's 100% your business. If you do this one thing, that if you sit here, you're pleasant by your own nature. If this one thing you do, you will have lot of time and energy to do many wonderful things in the world, and we can definitely save soil. See, you are the only creatures on this planet. Am I using the right word? You are the only creatures on the planet who are referred to as beings, human beings. We don't call an ant being, an elephant being, a tiger being. No, only you are beings, because you are supposed to know how to be. How to be. No, don't clap, come on now. That means if you sit here, you know how to be. If you know how to be, will you keep yourself pleasant or unpleasant? 100%, isn't it? So this one thing you must do in your life, that you know how to be. What is happening around you is not always in your control. Never is in your control 100%. Never in your life it'll so happen that the outside situations are 100% in your control, that'll never happen to you. Because always there'll be something happening, one way or the other. But this 1% must happen your way. If this person doesn't happen your way, you're a disaster. Yes or no? That person is not happening your way, that person is not happening your way, even that one is not happening your way. That's not the problem. This one is not happening your way. This is a tragedy. This one thing if you fix, every damn problem on the planet can be easily fixed, because right now, why has this happened? Why did we do this to the soil? Is there some evil force sitting somewhere wanting to destroy this planet? There is no such force. It is just human beings in pursuit of their happiness, in pursuit of their well-being, turning the planet upside down. Well, you heard of that potato farmer? No? Let me tell you a story. Once upon a time, see, to listen to a story, to get a nice story, you must have the right attitude. Once upon a time, Once upon a time, there was a potato farmer. One day, this potato farmer wanted to eat mangoes. And he went looking around in Mysuru University. He even found the right tree. What tree? He found the mango tree. And then he went there, but out of sheer habit, he started digging for mangoes. When he did not find any mangoes, he became furious. He dug furiously. Slowly the tree came upon him. This is the story of humanity right now. In search of happiness, in search of well-being. Tell me, whether you felt happy or miserable, whether you felt joy or misery, did it happen within you or outside of you? Within you. Whether you felt love or hate, did it happen within you or outside of you? Whether it is agony or ecstasy, light or darkness, anything that you ever experienced happened only within you. So, when the whole human experience is being manufactured within you, why are you seeking happiness in the world? That is the basis of soil destruction. This is why Save Soil movement is under the Conscious Planet banner, because what we need is more conscious human beings. Once you are empowered with this level of intelligence, you need to be conscious, otherwise either you'll cause damage to yourself or to somebody else or to everybody around you. This is all that's happening. Right now, every one of us, whether we are conscious of it or not, every one of us are partners in this massive destruction that we have done. Every one of us. The only way is every one of us become partners in the solution. Whatever, irrespective of race, religion, nationality, gender, political affiliations, philosophies, different departments in the university. I have my own experience there, that's why I'm saying. Doesn't matter what, we all come from the same soil. We thrive on the same soil. We go back to the same soil. This is a tremendous unifier. We need to use this not only to turn the soil around, which is a must for our well-being and the well-being of future generations, but this is also one common denominator. You and me may not agree on many things, you and me may have many differences, but we are made of the same soil. This one awareness should at least prevent us from doing terrible things to each other, which is happening in the world in the name of confrontations, fights, they call it politics, they call it war, they call it many things. All that is happening is human beings are doing terrible things to each other and every other damn life on this planet. 67% of the vertebrate population on the planet has disappeared in the last 70 years. I want you to repeat that. How many? 67% of the vertebrate population on the planet has disappeared in 70 years. 84% of the biomass insects have disappeared in the last 70 years. You must tell me, what's the number? Because I want you to talk to everybody around you. 92% of the freshwater aquatic life on this planet has disappeared in the last 70 years. Yes. What is our plan? Do we have a plan? See, Albert Einstein said something terrible about Indians, something very horrible about Indians. He said, Indians can't think beyond 15 minutes. I want to prove he met the wrong Indians. Are you there? Yes. He met the wrong Indians. The right Indians are here. We can think for the future. We can think for our own well-being. We can think for the future generations' well-being. Or are you those people who are calling yourself Generation Z? Generation Z, don't say that, that sounds like the last generation to me. You do ABC, otherwise you do 1, 2, 3, that's… numbers are safer, okay? Alphabets are only 26 in English language. This is very important, that this life, this is one important thing, all of you, because environment means… environment, those who fight for the environment, war on climate change, they're saying. I said, climate change is bad enough, why do we need a war? They're angry on the streets and screaming and going at everybody, abusing everybody in the world. See, if you get angry, definitely global warming is happening, isn't it? Don't you know this from your experience? So this is not a protest, this is not an agitation, this is not an expression of anger, resentment against somebody. This is an expression of our love and responsibility for the life that we are, and the life that's around us, and the life that should be beyond us. Hello, I want you to say that. This is an expression of our love and responsibility for the life that we are, the life that's around us, and the life that should be beyond us. Please say it. You go home and say it to yourself, okay? Because this is important beyond what normally people understand, because what is in the soil, first 15 to 18 inches of this soil, these microorganisms are actually micro-human beings. Because in your very body, 60% of your body is actually microbial life. Only 40% is your parental genetics. So I was in Sofia, in Europe, and this little girl, 8-year-old girl comes to me and says, Sadhguru, I want to do Save Soil, but my mother, boo-boo-boo. I said, tell your mother she's only 20%. Rest are microbes, we need to serve them also, because without them we cannot be. If all the insects die tomorrow, the life on this planet will end somewhere between 4.5 to 6 years' time. All life on this planet will end, including you and me. If all the worms die tomorrow morning, within 2.5 to 4 years, all life on this planet, including you and me, will vanish. If all the microbes die tomorrow morning, all of us will go with it instantaneously. That's how important they are. We are just a consequence of that life. We don't have an individual existence of our own, because our very bodies thrive on their activity. Out of over 1 trillion microbial life, only 1,400 have been identified as they could cause some harm to you. And how much advertisement for that one virus all over the world? Why no advertisement for the 1 trillion species of organisms which are making our life happen? This has become the news cycle in the world. If you want to be on the headlines tomorrow morning, you have to kill somebody. Life has become like this in the world. If you do something crazy, if you do something damaging to somebody's life, tomorrow you will be in the front pages of the newspaper. If you go and do something really useful, well, you don't have any space anywhere. So this has to change. If this has to change, the youth. Youth means who? All those who are alive are youth. If you're not young, you would be dead. Hello? Doesn't matter what's your number, if you're alive, you are youth. If you're dead, we bow down to you because you've done what you have to do and you have left. Hello? Because I've not done this anywhere else, because this is Mysuru, I will allow 3 questions, okay? First we will start from the hearing impaired children. Please, 1 question. If somebody can translate that, and please. Any kind of question, I told you it's a gossip session, you don't have to ask something profound. Okay, if they're getting ready, please somebody else ask. Please raise your hand, who is that here?
Oh, really? Stand up. What do I ask? Ask. You have to speak.
Okay. Take the microphone, somebody please.
Pranam Sadhguru.
Yes, where are you, ma'am?
Right here.
Where is right here?
Right
Tell me,
here.
are you 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, where are you?
You're 6 o'clock. Right here. 12. Sorry, 12. 12 o'clock.
Okay, yeah.
Right here?
Yes.
Yes. My name is Inshira. I'm a 28-year-old.
This is not a confession session. You didn't have to tell that.
Okay.
Because of the distance, I was thinking you're 18.
Thank you for the compliment. ಸದ್ಗುರು ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಎಲ್ಲರ ಪರವಾಗಿ ನಾನು ಈ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಲೈಫಲ್ಲಿ ಖುಷಿಯಾಗಿರ್ಬೇಕು ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಸೊ ಏನು ಮಾಡದೆ ಹೇಗೆ ಖುಷಿಯಾಗಿರಬಹುದು?
Everyone wants to be happy in this life, but without doing anything, how to be happy?
I don't do anything.
ನಾವು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಥರ ಹೇಗಾಗೋದು?
I'll come to that. So that brings me back to Mysuru for nearly 40 years ago. It's actually 40 years now. This September it will be 40 years. This happened, I won't go into all the detail because I've said this many times. In 1982, one afternoon when I had a little break, I went up Chamundi Hill and found my special rock out there. And no, nothing special about the rock, it's a beautiful rock, but because this happened, I was in the United States and one lady comes up and says, I've been doing yoga for 36 years, nothing happened to me. You went and sat on that rock and everything happened to you, where is the damn rock? This is like Bodhi tree has become more famous than the Buddha, what to do? So, I just sat there. It's a normal day, eyes open, and suddenly what happened to me was, I did not know, till that moment, I knew this is me, that is you. I have no problem with you, but that is you, this is me. Suddenly I did not know which is me and which is not me. What was me was all over the place. I thought this lasted 10-15 minutes, but when I came back to my normal senses, about 4.5 hours had passed. And I was dripping with ecstasy, every cell in my body. For the first time in my adult life, tears flowing to a point my shirt is all wet. Then I shook my skeptical head and asked to myself, what the hell is happening to me? The only thing that my mind could say is, maybe you're going off your rocker. Then I asked my closest friends, what do you think is happening to me? Some of them said, hey, come on, what did you drink, what did you pop? Did you find mushrooms in Kochamundi Hill? This is the kind of things. So I had no context, but I knew I had hit a gold mine. Then I started experimenting with myself. What is it that causes this extreme sense of blissfulness within myself? Then I realized, if I keep my hands off my psychological process, if I keep a little distance between myself and what is happening in terms of thought and emotion, suddenly every cell in my body bursts into blissfulness. Then I experimented about 6 to 8 weeks and I realized this is it. Then I sat down and planned. I was 25. I sat down and planned. On that day, the world's population was 5.6 billion people. Then I said, who would not want to be blissful? Hello? At no cost, like the girl is asking, without doing anything, how can I be? So here I had discovered, without doing anything, I'm bursting with blissfulness. Then I thought, in 2.5 years' time, I'm going to make the whole world blissful. See, 40 years on. Incessantly been active, 7 days of the week, 365 days, on an average 18 to 20 hours a day, non-stop. In spite of that, today people say, not for this Save Soil movement, I'm saying otherwise, they say, in 2020 it seems we touched some 2.4 billion people, our video views and things like that. But that is not my idea of the world. Now my idea of the world is 8 billion. So I'm going to die as a failure, that is confirmed for me. But I will die a blissful failure, for sure. And because of that, now I'm 65 and I've become wise enough. When I started the Save Soil movement, I told people, see, at least 4 billion people we must touch. They said, Sadhguru, 4 billion. See, I've reduced from full population to half. 50% I'm asking, at least this must happen. Fortunately, it's happening. So, for you to be joyful, see, I want to be joyful is not your idea, it is a natural longing of life. When you are you already revealed your age, otherwise I would have said just a few years ago, but now, 22 years ago, you were a little girl, simply your face was like this all the time, simply joyful. Hello? At that time, somebody had to make you unhappy. Now somebody has to make you happy. What happened to the equation? Why did it go upside down? So the problem is just this. What you call as my body, you acquired it slowly, isn't it? Gathered it. What you call as my mind, also you gathered it. Whatever you gather can be yours, can never ever be you, isn't it? If you just know this every moment of your life, what my body is doing, this is not me. What my mind is doing, this is not me, it belongs to me, all right. If it belongs to you, you will keep it well. Because it's you don't know how to manage it now. If I think this piece of cloth is me, then this is a case, isn't it? Hello? The food, you're doing this every day. Food appears on your plate and you say, this is my food. You eat it and then you say, this is me. This is a serious problem. The moment you believe yourself to be something other than what you are, then miseries will accumulate, not for any reason, simply, without any reason. Nobody has to do anything because people come to me and say, Sadhguru, I can't bear this, my mother-in-law, she's so terrible, my husband, after all, her son, he's that, and my boss is horrible, he's not even human, this. I say, see, you come to the yoga center, I'm telling you also, you come to the yoga center, we'll give you a nice place to stay. We are also building one in Bangalore for your information. Nice place to stay, good food to eat, nothing to do. Only requirement is you must be joyful. We'll take care of you for the rest of your life. Yes, but what I see is, only thing is random, I'll make random checks on you. If I find you miserable, I don't believe in feeding misery. From that day we won't feed you. If you're joyful, we will feed you and keep you wonderfully well. But what I see is 2 days if you leave somebody in one place, they will twist themselves out in so many ways. What is the problem? See, if I am unhappy because I am with you, that is one thing. If I am unhappy when I am by myself, obviously I am in bad company, isn't it? So this one company you must fix, that it is wonderful to be with this person. I want all of you to set a standard for yourself. All of you, at different moments, just look at that one moment in your life when you have been really wonderful, wonderful experience. You were joyful, you were loving, you're feeling wonderful within yourself. You definitely have such a moment, isn't it? So make that the baseline for you. That's your standard. Don't come below that. If you go up, it's fine. Never come below that, no matter what the hell is happening with your life situations. Do not surrender your wonderfulness. This is a commitment you must take within yourself. What is that little voice I'm hearing?
Namaste, Sadhguru.
Where are you?
Namaste, Sadhguru. Actually, we have 2 questions from the deaf students from JSS Polytechnic for Differently Able.
Wait, we'll come to you. We'll come to you.
So there are 2 students from JSS. First question, he wants to ask you. You have traveled to the world for so many days, so would you get time to sleep? Or you're traveling all the time?
So, what's his name? I'm sorry.
His name is Rohit.
Rohit. I must tell you this, it's not only in this 100 days in my life, food and sleep never came on time. So, it is important for you to understand this, that if you're too concerned about what is coming your way, what is not coming your way, you will miss a whole world that's already there. So don't… in your life, do not… I'm not saying you should not nourish yourself, you must nourish yourself, but it is not important, it is not that important. When do you eat, when do you sleep? No. In the last 100 days, well, it's another matter, but that is so every day for us, most of us who are with me, that when food comes, when sleep comes, there is no guarantee. Some days it comes, some days it doesn't come, but we're doing fine because it's like this. I was telling you this, I think, but we broke away. I was riding to Bucharest and I was supposed to reach there at 7 p.m. It was approximately about 6 hours ride, but because of weather, inclement weather, and also because of road conditions, we reached there at 11:15. So I had ridden for 9.5 hours in bad weather, and there was a TV interview at 7 o'clock. I was to get there, but I didn't make it, but they were waiting till 11:15. So I parked my motorcycle and went straight into the interview, and 1.5 hours of interview happened. Then after that, this young man who is an anchor is asking me, how do you do this, Sadhguru? After 9 hours of riding, you just walk in, speak for an hour and a half and you're still fine. How is this? And he went on, he repeated at this age 3 times and I didn't like it. I said, see, I've lived my life so intensely, I never had the time to get old. You need lot of time to sit and get old. Thank you. Please, this side, somebody here is shouting. Please take the microphone, quick. Hey, we must close, it's 9:30. Where are you, madam? Oh, yourself, yep.
Yes, sir. Sir, I'm a person like you, happy. Happy person, yes. Yes. Okay, I have no problem
Okay. Okay. Anyway, take the microphone and don't shout, please. Take the microphone. I don't waste time like this, let's finish it, come on.
Hello Sadhguru, Namaskaram. So I've been following you and I missed a chance in meeting you in London. So my question is…
Go into the story, come to the question.
My question is, through the Safe Soil journey you've showed us to unite the world, and by traveling from London to Mysuru you've told we have not so far, and you've said by traveling we're together. And after this, how do we stay united after this journey? What motivates us to stay united and do a good for the nation? And sorry, for the world.
See, to divide you have to do something. To unite you don't have to do anything. Because we anyway come from the same soil. Will we realize this now or will we realize this when we are buried? That's the only question, the union. So this is what yoga means. People are continuously asking me, please sit down. People are continuously asking me, Sadhguru, how do you manage this? This is 607th event, I want you to understand. This is madness, all right? People are asking, how do you manage this energy? People are even going about asking, Sadhguru, who are you? This question also has come. See, this is what yoga means. Yoga means union. What does union mean? Right now, are you breathing, everybody? Now check and tell me, don't just agree with me. Check and say, because one day you will not be breathing. Are you breathing right now? One day it will so happen when we check, you will not be breathing. Let that be a faraway day, but that will happen to all of us. So you are breathing right now. This means you are in union with the atmosphere around you. You had your breakfast or lunch, this means you are in union with the soil and the planet around you. So without yoga, yoga means union. Yoga does not mean twisting and turning yourself and looking like a leftover noodle. It is about opening the doors of life, understanding without opening it, there is no life. If you shut these two holes in your nose, these nostrils if you close, there is no life, isn't it? So, without some sense of union, you cannot exist. The problem is, this union is happening unconsciously. Anything that you're unconscious of does not exist for you. Whatever you're not conscious of does not exist for you, isn't it? Right now, I see a huge dinosaur standing there. Don't turn back, don't turn back, don't turn back. There's a huge dinosaur standing there. You are not conscious of it, it does not exist for you, isn't it? It doesn't matter how big it is. Whatever you're not conscious of does not exist for you. If you become conscious that you are actually existing only because you have allowed some union to happen, some yoga to happen, at least you're breathing, you're eating, you're drinking water, this is yoga, but happening unconsciously out of compulsive needs. If it happens consciously, then you don't worry about all these things, union, how to unite, how to part, all this nonsense, not necessary, because if you sit here and breathe, the world is going in and going out of you all the time. Yes or no? What you exhale, the trees are inhaling. What the trees exhale, you're inhaling every moment. One half of your lungs is actually hanging out there. If you experience this, do I have to tell you what to do with this planet? This is what yoga means. It must happen to you. This is why we are building a center in Bangalore, in Karnataka, so that you don't miss it and you don't complain, Sadhguru, you're in Tamil Nadu, what can we do? Last question, let's finish this. Last question.
Sir, namaste, Sadhguru. Sadhguru, namaste. Hello? Sir, to your left side. Guru, left side, sir. One more deaf person just want to ask the question, sir. Sir, Madam. Sir, ನೀವು ಇಂಥ different moments ತಗೊಂತೀರಾ, how you get an idea and how I have to do, how I have to inform, how I have to travel, those ideas, how do you get it? And what is the success? Before you start, you think and you start doing it. You know, it is easy or hard, it's difficult, that you think and you start your journey. That is what
ನಿಮ್ಮ ಅಭಿಯಾನವನ್ನು ನೀವು ಹೇಗೆ ಯೋಜಿಸ್ತೀರಿ, ಅದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹೇಗೆ ವಿಚಾರ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ, ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಹೇಗೆ ಪರಿಕಲ್ಪಿಸ್ತೀರಿ? ನೋಡಿ, ಜೀವನ ನಮ್ಮೆಡೆಗೆ ಏನನ್ನು ಎಸೆಯುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು.
You just have to keep this one thing going in your life. You don't keep on asking, why is life throwing this at me? Let life throw whatever it throws at you. What you make out of it is 100% yours, isn't it? Whatever kind of ball, you must be able to hit it. Otherwise, what's the point of that? You go in a cricket match, you say, hey, give me this kind of bowler. You are not a player. So you're alive here, that means you're alive. Don't ask life and life situations to be the way you want them to be. Let them be anyway. You make it the way you want to experience it. That is in your hands. So you must become a willing life. You must become a yes to life, 100% willing life. Right now you're yes, no. If it approves, if your mind approves, you say yes. If your mind doesn't approve, you say no. You must become 100% willing, because in unwillingness, life will not happen. Now, can I tell you a story? This happened… One day, Shankaran Pillai called his three sons. Shankaran Pillai called his three sons and said, you good-for-nothing fellows, you are not doing any good in your life. The boys were like you. Father, what is good? We don't know what is good. You don't know what is good? You're really good for nothing. Go do something good. But Father, we do not know what is good and we do not know how to do good. Then Shankaran Pillai said, go outside, do something good. You find an old woman and help her to cross across the street or something like that, do. So they went. In the evening they came back. First the first son came. Shankaran Pillai asked, did you do anything good today? Yes, Father, as you said, I helped an old lady cross the street. He asked, then after some time the second son came, he asked him, did you do anything good? He said, yes, Father, I helped an old lady cross the street. What, you also helped an old lady cross the street? By then the third son came, did you do anything good? Yes, Father, I helped an old lady cross the street. What? All three of you helped an old lady cross the street, you found three? Or all three of you helping an old lady, what is this? Not just us, Father, we also asked our cousin, Ramu, to come. All four of us. What, all four of us helping one old lady to cross the street? Said, Father, you don't know these old ladies, how stubborn they are. We had to literally carry her by four limbs, holding her. She wouldn't cross. So if you're not willing, nobody can help you. Become 100% yes to life. Doesn't matter. This is why in this culture, on the New Year's Day, which is the Ugadi day, it is not January 1st when you got drunk, it is the New Year's Day, is the Ugadi day. On that day, you are served jaggery, sweetness and neem flower, because whatever life throws at you, it comes sweet, it comes bitter, hit it right. That is the important thing. Let's make it happen. Save soil. Let's make it happen.